Hey, this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PPHM. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Done this one many times, can't remember the last time I did it, but the first place I want to start off is just this green line right here, which is the green support trend line. If you've watched videos in the past, you've seen where this comes from, and you've heard me say this before, but as long as the price remains above this level here, then the overall chart remains in this current bounce. Now, it's not a little short-term bounce that goes straight up, kind of like right here. This is definitely a longer-term bounce, defined as putting in higher lows, and as this trend line measures and shows us, that's exactly what this price has been doing over the past few months. So at the end of the day, this is the key level of support, assuming you're in this for the longer term haul. Now, if you're a day trader and you bought up here, or bought up here, then yeah, sure, the chart's not looking too good for you. But if you're in this for the longer term, which I know a lot of people are, then this remains the key level to keep your eye on. Nothing has changed with that. In regard to today's action, it was obviously good in the sense that you got a nice gap up and had a nice move upwards, but a little bearish in the sense that it couldn't really maintain these gains, and you can see the price got knocked back down. But at the end of the day, it was able to put in another hopefully new set of lows here, and by jumping the price way up here, we'll have to see how that unfolds. But on that note, what I want to point out is what's happened over the past few weeks is we have this low, and then we had this bounce, and then after this bounce came down, so you kind of same thing, had the gap up, then pulled back. This was as low as it went. And I don't mean to state the obvious, but as obvious as it is, it's very important. This low is higher than that low, and that's a nice little bullish gesture and bullish sign there that the price was able to put in a higher low after having this pullback. So what I'm getting at here is ideally, if the price can put in another higher low, preferably above this yellow line here, which is the 200-day simple moving average, that's valued at $1.65, that would make the chart look all the more stronger. Now, is it required? No, because like I said, for the overall chart, it's all about this green trend line here. But if you were to ask me what would make the chart look the absolute strongest and make it the most attractive to potential traders and such, then my answer would be if this yellow line here can hold. Again, that's valued at $1.65. The other thing that's becoming pretty evident here is basically we have quite a bit of a selling zone, and there's a lot of people that want to lock in profits, which makes sense, up over $2 when you had people getting them for $1.70. But from basically, we'll call it $1.83 up to 206, this definitely seems like a pretty high resistance zone. Well, it doesn't seem like it is based on these candles, and what I mean by that is when you look and see these upper shadows, or wicks as they're called, that just shows that when the price gets up there, people start locking in profit. So this is kind of almost the, hey, I want to lock in profit zone. Price has been up here twice now in this area, and both times, it wasn't able to close up there because people do start to lock in profit. So whether you want to call it a resistance zone or hey, it's time to lock in profit zone, they both mean the same thing. For whatever reason, when the price gets up in this area, there are profit taking and selling that overwhelms the upwards momentum, and the price just can't maintain these gains. Now, I'm not saying that can never change going forward, but in the current present state of the chart, that's what this area is up here. As soon as it gets up there, just alarm bells go on, and people start locking profits. But with enough attempts and enough pushes up there, it'll weaken it up. Everybody that wants to lock in profits will lock in profits, and then the price will be able to proceed onwards. So nothing's impossible, but just like I said, for the time being, for whatever reason, lots of people are locking in their gains when the price gets up into this area. So if there are any other questions though on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to sign up for our newsletter up there. When you do that, you will receive a free ebook. And if you enjoyed the video and want to learn more about charting and how to use it in your strategy as a trader, I'd encourage you to click below and look at our video course, over 8.5 hours of education and teaching. It's been getting great third-party reviews, so I'd encourage you to make an investment into your education as a trader and check it out. One more time, this was PPHM. Thanks for listening.